There's a lot of church people worried about a bit of a smell, aren't they? And they never get to the mission field. They never meet their call. They just don't get there because they're worried about a bit of stench. Right? It's a bit smelly over there in the third world country. There's, well, you know, the sewage issue is pretty bad. That's not really my call, you know what I mean? And I tell you what, it's not too good a smell on the streets either for 28 years. It stinks, I can tell you. But I know a little bit more than just the stink and the stench. Oh no, God hasn't called me there. I've heard every pastor in the world say that. That's a filthy lie. God has called every pastor to the street. The scriptures say clearly that the great shepherd, he went about seeking to find and save the lost sheep of Israel. Can you say amen? He went searching and seeking. Jesus spent most of his time on the place. Can you say amen? Exactly. Lord, by this time there is a stench, for he has been dead 4 days. Oh, just get rid of this stinking endemic estimation. We have to clear our mind and clear the road of the debris. We have to get rid of the rubbish, the endemic calculations and estimations of religious people. We have to get rid of it. We're never going to see the glory. We're never going to see the victory. Hey? It's time to lift up our eyes. It's time to look heavenward. Stinking endemic estimation. John 11:40. What does it say? Jesus said, here we go again. Thus says the Lord. Oh, every time I read that, Jesus said, oh, hair stands up on the back of my neck. What's he going to say? Did I not say to you that if you would believe, you would? There's no maybe, could be, I don't know. You would see the glory. So many people, they lose track of Jesus, and it's all because they don't see the glory. You know, when you see the glory of the Lord, you don't lose touch, you don't lose track, you don't drift off and go back to your old Adamic ways. Because when you see the glory, I tell you what, it just lifts you up into another sphere. You're in that zenith with him, you know. You're just, hey? You're just like Job, you know. I have treasured your word more than my daily sustenance and other word. Because the word used to take him, used to carry him and transport him into the zenith and into the place where he was sown. Even on that ash heap. Eh? Oh dear. Even on that ash heap, Job was rejoicing. And the devil went out from the presence of the Lord, and my Lord God said to him, you can go so far with my servant Job, but then you'll have to quit. And I will show you, O servant Lord, that Job is faithful to me. Go your way and take his everything. Job remained solid, didn't he? Job wasn't bogged down about the 7 pillars of society. They weren't going to help him on the ash heap. Those 7 pillars of society would have just trashed him and looked down their nose at him and said, oh yeah, but Job, you know, he's lost it now. He's not in our arts organisation anymore. You know, we can't have him sitting on an ash heap and being in the government. Oh, what a disgrace. You know what I mean? Oh, you can't have Job in our religion anymore. He's a loser. Oh, man, imagine the Cardinals.
I'm pretty sure you will agree with Ray Comfort in Way of the Master material. He's been around forever.
I don't think I would agree. Once we've accepted that prayer, we've got to then follow on. We've got to
But what I'm trying to emphasise is, why would people think that they need to say that prayer?
because they feel that in their heart they want to come to Jesus. Well, that was it for them. I didn't have to be tricked into it. I knew.
No, there's no trick. I believe that some people, they believe by being good, they'll get to heaven.
Do you think by being close friends, you can lead them to Jesus? I think you just tell them about Jesus. And if it's in their heart that they want Jesus,
Spurgeon once said, preach law to the proud, but grace to the humble. We come across all sorts of different people. We're not going to say to a prostitute that, or a sex worker that she's a sinner and she's going to hell because her lifestyle is immoral.
then you don't love her.
Yeah.
don't love
However,
her.
we will come across people in the street that believe they're good people. So why on earth would they want to receive a message of salvation from us? Unless, first of all, we can show in God's sight they're not as good as they think they are.
So someone that
That
thinks they're
believe
good,
because by being good, they will get to heaven.
by
What are
good
you going to
works.
say
I'll
to
say
them?
you won't get to heaven by the works alone.
Based on
The Bible. The Bible.
verses from the
The verses from the Bible, Revelation 21:8.
Anyway, I guess my point is we can't totally disregard the Ten Commandments. Jesus said that if you regard iniquity in your heart and anger, it's as good as murder.
That's right.
Jesus used the Ten Commandments. So why wouldn't we occasionally use it to
As
a proud
reference,
person
as
that
reference.
believes they're good and will go to heaven because they're a good person?
So are you a 10?
Do you know Spurgeon? He said, preach law to the proud, grace to the humble.
Oh, we don't believe in Spurgeon because he believes in once saved, always saved.
Yeah, look.
And
So
there's
that
no such
totally
thing.
means in your book you'll disregard all of what Spurgeon did.
Yeah,
You bring-
it's error. We don't take on error.
You can get caught up in some things that might be totally not the difference between salvation and non-salvation for a person. So I'm not going to argue with the person whether or not they, once they're saved, they're going to be saved forever. The first step is to show them that they're a sinner before God and then they need God's love and forgiveness because they are a sinner. So that's the first step. So whether or not they're going to then believe they're going to be saved forever, no. Because sometimes it takes a sinner's lifestyle to change. Are you going to force someone to quickly say,
But it's up to
if
the
you
light
don't
we
change your
have.
lifestyle quickly, then you'll go to hell?
It's up to the light we have.
It's up to the Holy Spirit to work in them.
And if the Holy
That's
Spirit
right. It's up to the light we have.
Some people will
And
change
like-
more quickly with changing our style.
Exactly. Everyone's got a
Some will-
different walk.
So at what sin afterwards would then they lose their salvation?
Well, when you know
It's
a sin
dicey
and you
territory.
continue on in it,
And we're not God, so we don't know if a person would lose their salvation, are we? How
we
can
know
we
ourselves.
judge at what sin that they might do once they've received Christ, that is the sin to cause them to lose their salvation? Dicey. That's playing God. Anyway, so yeah, that group gets involved, and it doesn't matter what denomination you're from, and they've got an organised website, and the last part of it is
affiliate with
5-1.
denominations.
But read their mission statement. Read their mission statement, yeah? And if you agree with it enough, then you can join other people to do the most important thing, which is concentrate on the doctrines. Whether or not they can lose salvation later, that's between them and God, yeah? We can't make that.
you can't give them false doctrine, you'll be guilty before God.
Yeah, at what point have I said that to you, it's false doctrine?
You said what you're once saved, always saved.
Yeah.
Look, I wouldn't even mention that to someone who's a sinner seeking Christ. Why would you?
So you tell them, you say this prayer, you're saved no
I
matter what.
might mention it to I might mention it to a Christian that doesn't know where they are with God from day to day, week to week.
What if they backslide? What if
They might not be a big backslider. They might just not have any surety that their relationship with God, if they died tonight, that they might get to heaven. Is that a good place to be for a Christian? No surety whatsoever if they died tonight that they'd go to heaven? Because maybe they did, maybe they swore at their friend out of anger that afternoon. It's just really dicey. What if they don't, what if they get hit by a car in the next 10 minutes? They don't have time to repent.
You can't tell people once they've said this prayer, they'll go to heaven regardless of what they do. That's false. You'll be judged for that.
Yeah, by your fruits you'll know them. So I think you're looking at the opposite extreme. Yeah. I know we want to judge other Christians. I know it's easy to do, but I think we have to, first of all, get our own life right first. And unless we know that we've got our own life right with Christ in many, many areas, I think we have to be a little bit careful.
We're only accountable like up
Because otherwise we get judgmental, we get angry. No church is good enough for us. We'll never join any other groups that are doing the right thing by
I
evangelising.
haven't found another church that has the truth. Like, I'm sure there are around.
But
I
how do you
haven't
know
come
that
across-
you've got a monopoly on the truth between you and God? How do you know that?
Because I
What's
have
your
the
name?
Holy Spirit. My name's Roleta.
I have the Holy Spirit too, but I'm not going to be so proud as just to say that I've got a monopoly on the truth. I haven't been out of the mission field, spoken to all sorts of heathens with all sorts of backgrounds. So what makes me think that I've got 100% truth? That's pride. Guess what? Pride comes from the devil. Pride is a sin.
I said I haven't come across any church that has the truth.
So you guys got your own church. That's how sects and cults start.
We need to be in the substance, not the shadow.
There you go.
And he just didn't quite